Thank you so much for joining me for another yoga practice. Today's class is going to be a full-length class, so prepare to carve out about half an hour to practice with me. Today's class is also going to be seated, but instead of being seated on the floor on our mats, we're going to be seated in a chair. So take a moment before we begin to go grab a chair. I also just wanted to say thank you so much for all the comments, all the likes, all the support. It really means a lot to me. If there's anything you'd like to see from the videos, any areas of the body, any stretches, any themes, please let me know. I love hearing back from you. So without further ado, go grab a chair and let's get started. Finding a comfortable place on your chair. We'll begin with a few deep breaths. You can bring the hand to the lower belly, one hand to the heart. Close the eyes here. Inhaling deep, filling up the belly, and exhale, releasing, letting go of any tension through the neck, through the shoulders. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Again, inhaling deep, exhale. Taking this time for you this morning, or this evening, whenever it is our paths happen to be crossing. One last time, inhale deep. And exhale, relax. Lower the hands to the lap. Pausing here for a moment. Taking a quick inventory with me. Checking in with the mind. Noticing if there's any thoughts coming up for you. Maybe something you have to do today, an errand you have to run. Allow yourself this time to relax, to unwind, and trust that whatever it is you have to get done today, it will get done. Noticing how you're feeling emotionally. What kind of mood do you find yourself in today? Whatever it is that you're feeling, hold space. No judgment. Not trying to force yourself to feel a certain way. Physically, noticing how the body feels. Noticing any areas of tightness, any spots that might require a little extra love and care during our practice today. On your next exhale, begin to lower the chin towards the chest. You can open the eyes here. Beginning with some neck stretches. On your next exhale, slowly bring the chin towards the right shoulder. Taking a few deep breaths here. Feeling that opening through the left side of the neck, the shoulder. On an exhale, bring the chin back to center. Inhale at the bottom, check in with the rest of your spine. Make sure you're still seated nice and tall. On an exhale, bringing the chin over to the left shoulder this time. Oh, feeling that opening through the right side of the neck. It feels so good. On your next exhale, bring the chin back to center. As you inhale, begin to lift up slowly, very slowly. Allow the gaze to follow the nose, the nose to follow the gaze, up to the ceiling. Nice and slow, don't crunch the neck. And exhaling, beginning to lower back to neutral. And an inhale, bring the shoulders up, and exhale down and away. Rolling the shoulders, warming up the muscles. Pause at the bottom and go in the other direction. So coming forward and away. Good, letting the shoulders release. Bringing the right arm across, the left hand can guide it for a cross body shoulder stretch. Feeling this all the way through the arm into the back of the shoulder. Taking a few breaths here. You can use the hand to prop the arm up at different locations too if you have any kind of elbow discomfort. Take some of the pressure off the joint. Otherwise, I find guiding it with the hand away is really effective for getting into all the nooks and crannies. And begin to release. Do the same thing on the other side. So left arm will come up, right arm will guide it across. Or, like I said, you can guide it through the elbow. You can hold the wrist. If you're looking to take the stretch maybe a little more intense, you can guide your arm over the shoulder and really get in deep. But that's quite advanced. Simple guide with the hand is plenty. And release. Moving into a tricep stretch. So the right arm is going to come up. Left hand is going to gently guide the arm, opening through the shoulder, opening through the tricep. Hand reaches behind for the shoulder. You can reach behind for the back of the neck as well if you find a lot of tightness here. Focusing on the breath as well while you're stretching. Where is your breath? Connect with it now. And begin to release the arms. Inhaling, taking the left arm up this time. Right hand's going to guide it on over. And I kind of have an overhead grip going on. You can also guide from the front too. Reaching with the left hand for the shoulder or just the back of the neck. We want to create space in the body. And to do that, we have to honor wherever it is we currently are, with as much space or as little space as we have. And begin to release nice and slow. Moving into eagle arms next. So right arm is going to stack over the left, cross in, and hands are going to kiss. Back of the hands can kiss together, or the palms if the wrists are feeling nice and open. Focusing on keeping the elbows away from the chest. We're not collapsing in. We want to tuck it all in. We want to create space. We're opening, rounding through the shoulders. On your next inhale, begin to open up. Take the arms nice and wide, fingers wide, hands, palms open. And as you exhale, bring it back in, opposite arm. So left arm will stack over the right this time. Wrap the hands in and kiss the palms together, or the backs of the hands together. Feeling that opening through back body, through the shoulders. And on your next inhale, open up, taking the arms nice and wide again. Hands nice and wide, reaching arms as long as you can, maybe gaining an extra inch or two. Oh, and exhale, release. Moving into some forearm stretches. So starting with the right hand, I like to just grab onto the palm and pull the palm back. It's a gentle variation of a forearm stretch I demonstrated in one of my earlier videos. I like to keep the thumb nice and close, also offering the thumb a bit of a stretch. It's not splaying out, just kind of doing its own thing, keeping the hands, the fingers nice and tight together. Good, and slowly release. Offering the hand a gentle roll. Moving into the left hand, so same thing, other side, grabbing onto the palm, guiding that opening in the forearm. You don't want to be locking or popping your elbow open here. Also check in with the shoulder, make sure you're not experiencing too much tension through the upper arm as you're performing this exercise. All of the action is happening right here in the forearm. And begin to release slowly, 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 rolling the wrist out. Moving into a stretch for the tops of the forearms. So the opposite of that stretch, starting with the right hand, grab with the left and give a gentle tug to pull the hand down and in towards the body. Guiding a gentle opening, not forcing this, definitely not if you're experiencing any kind of pain or discomfort, ease up a bit. This can be a very, very sensitive area. It's not a common place to stretch. Good, and release. Offer some gentle wrist rolls, a little bit of hand action. Onto the left side. Taking the left hand into the right, taking the arm out in front, gently guiding that hand down and in towards you. Tucking the hand in towards the forearm. Feeling that stretch through the top of the forearm. Easing up if there's any discomfort. A good time to check in with your breath, noticing if the rhythm has gotten shallow or ragged. Is it still coming in a steady, flowing rhythm? And release. Gentle wrist rolls here. Good. Into some hand stretches, starting with closed fists into open palms. We'll do this 10 times. That's 5. Warming up the fingers. Good. And into, well, I kind of refer to them as just like the chicken dance, bringing the fingertips together like a clucking chicken. Good. We want to focus on all muscle groups, even the very smallest ones, maintaining mobility everywhere throughout any stage of life. Moving into our little dexterity game, the brain game, bringing the fingertips to the thumbs. You can go as slow or as fast as you'd like here. And yes, I do a double tap on my pinkies and my index fingers. I feel like it helps me maintain a nice rhythm. But it's up to you, as long as you're making contact with each finger, going as slow or as fast as you can. Challenge yourself. Have a little bit of fun with it. in through and shake it on out. Moving into some arm raises to get the blood flowing. We inhale, lift the arms up, and exhale, lower down and out. Inhale up. You can look up here. Exhale. Lower the arms down. Lower the gaze. Inhale. And exhale. This time we'll inhale the arms up, moving it into a side bend. So bringing the right hand down, we'll bring the left hand over slightly, staying firmly planted in our chair. The right hand can kind of grip underneath or grip the seat for a little bit of extra support. On your next inhale, bring the arms up and exhale over to the other side. So left hand's going to come down, support you on that seat. Right hand's going to reach over. I don't want you to feel unsturdy or unbalanced in your chair. You can adjust as necessary and jump back in wherever. And inhale, both arms up. Let's do one more round. Exhale, we drop the right arm, left hand reaches over. Inhale, both arms up. And exhale, drop the left arm, reach over with the right. Next inhale, lift up, moving into a twist. So as we exhale, opening towards the right, left hand's going to find the right knee. Right hand kind of comes behind and supports you, grabbing onto the chair, holding onto the back, holding onto the seat. On your next inhale, lift up. And exhale, twist to the left. Right hand comes across to the knee. Left hand behind, propping you up. Supporting on back of the chair. Back of my chair is quite tall, but if you have a shorter, you could even wrap around the back of the chair. Inhale, arms up. One more time. Let's twist to the right. Exhale. Sitting nice and tall, grounded through the spine. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, over to the left, sorry. Right hand will come to the left knee. Left hand behind, propping you up. Next inhale, we lift up. And exhale. This time we're going to move into a forward fold. So nice and slow as you exhale, begin to fold everything forward. You can take the legs as wide as you need to here. If you find they're too narrow, take time here to open them up, create some space, and begin to melt everything down to the ground. If this stretch is a little too deep, bring the elbows, the forearms to rest on the knees. Let's take some of the pressure off of the lower back. It can also be a little bit of a head rush to have your head down between your knees. So if it gets too much, just come up. And on your next inhale, take the arms out nice and long, lift all the way up. Exhale, fold halfway, keeping the arms out. Inhale up. Exhale, fold all the way down. We want to touch the toes. Inhale, halfway lift, arms out. Exhale, down. Inhale, lifting halfway, lifting all the way. Good, and lower the arms at the sides. Moving into a cat-cow variation. As we inhale, we want to bring the heart forward. As we exhale, we round the spine away, tuck the chin. Inhale. Heart coming forward, and exhale. Round the spine, round the shoulder blades. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, coming to a neutral spine. Moving into the lower body portion of our chair sequence. If some of these poses feel a little bit awkward or just unattainable, I suppose, just simple knee pull-ins or simply just seated, kind of creating a conscious awareness of your hips and maybe what is required of them is necessary. But we'll begin with some gentle hip pulls, starting with the right leg, gently guiding the hip in and taking it out. Good. Guiding in and taking it out. One last time, guiding the hip in and bringing it back down. Moving on to the other leg. Guiding, pulling under the knee, not pulling directly under the kneecap, under the thigh, bringing the hip in. If it helps creating some more space, exhale as you bring the leg in. And releasing there. Moving back to the right leg, we're going to hug the knee in. And release slowly, moving over to the left, grabbing onto that shin and pulling the knee in. Checking in with the posture, making sure you're planted in the hips, not caving or collapsing through the spine. Sitting nice and tall, firmly planted into your chair. It's got your back today. And release. Moving into some leg extensions. I like to hold on to the chair for a little bit of extra support here. Starting with the right leg, bringing the knee in and the foot up and out. And lowering on down. Leg in and up. Good. I guess up and out is the correct. One more time, holding here. And release. Moving on to the left leg. Bringing the leg up. Up as you inhale, down as you exhale. Making sure you're sitting nice and tall. Spine is in good alignment. Last time, we're going to hold the leg. And Moving into a hamstring stretch, getting the back of the leg, bringing the right leg out, kind of scooching to the edge of your chair here as you need to fold forward a bit. So as you exhale, you want to keep a nice long spine as you fold forward, reaching down with the hand, however far you can. Inhale, come up, and exhale. So good, let's do it again. Coming down slowly. You can use the left arm, left leg to kind of keep you propped up. If you'd like to go deeper, move both hands to this extended leg and fold deeper. On your next inhale, coming up. Moving into that stretch on the other side. So left leg is going to come out, finding that comfortable placement on the edge of our seat. And as we exhale, we come down, folding forward, keeping the spine nice and long, not collapsing, reaching the hand forward as far as we can. I've got my toes engaged, foot engaged here, really feeling this through my leg. All through the back of the hamstring there. Inhale, rising up. And one more time, we exhale slowly. If you wish to take this pose deeper, take that arm off of the knee. Reach both hands towards that extended left foot. Check in with the spine. Make sure you're still nice and elongated. Not hunching, not crunching up anywhere. Nice long spine. As you inhale, come back up. Okay. Moving into some ankle rolls. Taking the feet out. Showing the ankles some love. And right into a foot stretch. So, right foot comes out, left foot, you want to use your heel to guide the toes backwards. Pulling all those toes backwards, so you're really opening up the bottom of your foot. And release. Do the same thing on the other side. I'll hold my feet out this time so you can see it a bit better. Using the heels, guiding the toes back, creating a lot of openness to the bottom of the foot. It feels great. And release. Moving into another hip stretch. Now that we're all loosened and warmed up, pigeon pose from a seated variation. Bringing the right foot in, the heel in, everything up, placing the heel on the knee. If you feel like your hip is sitting up too tight, this pose is uncomfortable, I encourage you just to kind of hug the knee, support the leg as it's lifted. Over time, the hip will open, become a little more accessible. If you feel like you have lots of space here, you can add in a bit of a fold. You'll feel the stretch begin to intensify in the hip. Wherever you are, staying connected with the breath. On your next exhale, begin to release. Inhale, finding your seat. And exhale, bring in the left leg this time. Hugging the knee in if the hip is really tight, supporting the lower leg. Creating space as you go. Making room for the ankle on the knee. Adding in a fold if you'd like to deepen the stretch. Being mindful of the knee, being mindful of the hip. You want to feel a stretch. You don't want to feel any kind of pain or discomfort. If that's the case, just gently support the knee, support the foot, take some of the pressure off. On your next exhale, begin to release. Foot finds the floor. Nice tall spine. Bring my hands to heart center. Close the eyes. And join me in taking one last deep breath. Noticing your mind. If any thoughts have still been lingering, or if you've been able to let them pass. Reconnect with your to-do list, feeling recharged and refreshed. Take inventory of the emotions. Notice if your feelings have changed at all now that you've finished your practice. Checking in with the physical body. Checking in with those areas of tightness that you noticed earlier. Comparing how you feel now to how you felt when you began. And regardless of any changes, of any differences or not, thank you for joining me in the practice. Practices will always vary. Some days will flow with ease, and other days they do not come without restrictions. Just breathe into every nook and cranny. Shed light in those tight, dark spots. As I leave you today, I invite you to hold in your mind, in your heart, one thing that you are grateful for today. Whatever it is, a person, maybe a pet, a place that you visited, a fond memory, a good feeling, whatever it is. Hold that gratitude in your heart and let that love guide you throughout the rest of your day. Bring your hands to forehead center, thumbs touching. May you move with peace and love throughout the rest of your day. Namaste.